kind of boho chic neckline that's got a band, but then almost a keyhole effect with a draw cord.
Yep.
So, or a split V, however you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
You could let that hang down. You could tie it in a bow. It doesn't really matter. It's just a gorgeous top. And I agree with Carolyn. I mean, shibori prints are the coolest thing ever. And Carolyn, as I'm sitting here watching you, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, next year when men's come out, are we going to do a shibori shirt for men?
I think if you,
Because
Gary, if you
I
want
want
one,
one.
if you want one, I'm sure we'll be doing one. So, but yes, my husband would love to wear a shirt in this print too. It's just
Oh,
really
in
fun.
a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and the rayon is great. It floats over your skin. My husband has so many of those sort of bowling silhouette shirts that are done in
Yeah.
tropical prints and things that he wears in the
Yeah.
summer, and they're all
Yeah.
made out of this floaty fabric like this. And I'm always jealous because I wish I had a whole wardrobe of those in my closet. But this is a great way to get that fabric, and also the feminine details, like that little shearing here at the in the front of the shoulder. So the shoulder seam, Gary, I know you always comment that you love when the shoulder seam wraps over the shoulder to be a little bit in front. And then you've got that little
A little
gathering
bit of
right there.
shearing,
Yeah, isn't
gathering.
that
Yeah.
pretty? And then
It's
it
very
kind of
pretty.
it ties in with, see, the peplum seam also has that little gathering right under the seam all the way around to the back. And then, as we pointed out, under the yoke in the back, there's a little bit more of that shearing. So it's just
There's a
really
lot of amazing
cute.
details in this little top, Carolyn.
Mm-hmm.
And the that rayon is so cool to the skin. I'm like your husband. I love those rayon shirts.
Yeah.
Those kind of bowling or vacation-y kind of shirts.
Uh-huh. Like Tommy
They just
Bahama,
yeah, they're so cool
yeah.
and comfortable to wear when it's
Uh-huh.
hot outside.
Yeah. And the difference is
And
all
this
of
is the same fabric.
his all have to go to the dry cleaner. And this is machine wash, tumble
Well, he's
dry.
high maintenance.
You know, men are just more high maintenance, Gary.
Men are more high maintenance.
What can I say? Promise when you bring in, if you bring in men's clothing, when we bring in men's clothing for Denim & Company, it's not going to be dry cleanable. Please.
No, machine wash.
Okay,
Machine wash.
good. So this is very popular. I also love how we did the shibori on a horizontal. Sometimes we see it vertically done, and we've done that just at the top of the yoke in the back. But I think it's a flattering pattern any way that you do it.
Oh yeah, and you know what else, Carolyn? I think a top like this has no age limit whatsoever. I think that your 16-year-old daughter would just adore this, and I think your grandma and mom and everybody in between would love this because first of all, it's got a cool factor to it.
Yeah.
Just with the shibori, but it's an easy silhouette. It's not complicated to wear this. It flows it follows the lines of your body with wearing ease. It just flows. It's like water.
Yeah.
That's how beautiful this fabric is. And I'm telling you right now, when you wear this out, people are going to stop you and go, "Excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but where did you get this shirt?" Because that's the kind of response something like this evokes in people. It's got such a cool vibe to it.
Amy looks like in the video that she's actually wearing a similar pant to the one I have on too, which is
I
that
know.
wide leg.
I know. Yeah.
I think hers is more of a crop pant, but I just love that how it floats over any type of pant, and you could wear this with jeans or a crop pant or a Bermuda short or a skirt. And it's also a pattern that works transitionally into fall. It's not particularly summertime. So you're going to be able
to go right into fall for sure.
I know. All right, so we're busy on the lines. This is what we're calling semi-fitted, but it's going to be more of a technically more of a relaxed fit on you, so you don't need to go up a size in this. It does have kind of a drop waist to it, and that's because of the peplum. So your waistline is going to be somewhere up in here, and then this will drop a little bit below that, just above your hips. So where your hip is, you're going to get this nice little soft Peplum, which is not clingy. It's just going to float right over you. Really, really cute. So let's look at the colors again. We have it for you in this desert coral. Gary, all of these colors are a little bit more they're a little bit washed or something, like
A little
watercolor.
bit muted, yeah. A
Mm-hmm.
little bit washed, a little bit muted, like sun washed almost.
Yes. Maybe we can do a zoom in on these other two. So there is the bright aqua, very pretty, and kind of a swimming pool blue. And then we have this very popular chocolate brown.
Oh, I love that.
And the chocolate is a little bit of a chestnutty chocolate. I just think, something that we don't see a lot in the summertime, and I really like it. That one especially is very transitional. But the most popular is coral. I love this coral too. It's just gorgeous.
Coral's beautiful.
And
yeah.
we've always said, ever since I was a new show host, that these tones of corals and corally pinks are a flattering color on everybody. No matter what your age or skin tone, it's always a flattering color.
It's a very flattering color, and there's so many different things to wear that particular color with: olive and black and navy and denim and white and chocolate brown. If you have chocolate brown pants, that would be gorgeous.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways to wear that.
So let me talk about clearance for a second. So clearance always happens when we can't get any more of it for whatever reason. Sometimes it's being retired. Sometimes it's a style that didn't work, so we're not reordering it. Sometimes it's because we can't get the same manufacturer. We never know exactly why something's on clearance, and sometimes things get marked down even when they're really, really popular, like this top. And that's not any reflection on the fact that people didn't like it. It's just because we can't get it. So whenever something is not reorderable, we want to move it out of our inventory. So you guys are getting a major markdown on this top. Major. It was $48. It's now under $27. So you're saving over $21 on this top. And Chance is telling me that a lot of you guys are buying more than one. It's almost a twofer. It'd be about $53 to get two of these. And normally one of them was $48. So a really nice value on that.